And we've got the game out for the first reviews, which you'll be seeing in some magazines later this month, probably, towards the end of this month.
And we know some of the scores, and we're happy.
We are happy.
You guys are going to be happy, too.
Yes, so you'll be seeing all of that hitting very soon. I just got done taking the screenshots for those magazines last week, and that's actually kind of a funny story, because we had a bug that got into the screenshot system, but we didn't notice for a long time because I hadn't taken screenshots on any builds after that bug was introduced, and at some point, those were all the builds we had. And thanks to Al Hastings and Jack Veltri, they managed to create a hack where I ran code on my computer that then caused the PlayStation 3 to run the code with the code to fix the bug, because we couldn't change the build at this point. The game's done.
Damn.
So it was this amazing workaround that they got to fix this bug. It was to fix this one bug so we could actually get screenshots for EGM in particular. We took a bunch of screenshots for. So just kind of one of those fun little things that happens, and then there's several people working on a hack to make it work, and it's kind of fun to see what kind of ideas they came up with to fix this and how quickly. I mean, they probably had it fixed within... From me bringing it up, I think they had a hack 4 or 5 hours later, some new code for my computer to run. And
they're basically our special ops team.
They are.
It's pretty awesome. So, anything else been going on with you guys?
Just did those retailer meetings. Those are fun, but that's boring talk.
I finally got a chance to play other games besides Ratchet and Clank Future.
Yeah,
so that's been kind of cool.
Yeah, what are you playing?
I finished Bioshock last week, and then I've been playing Heavenly Sword, and just both of them are really impressive games in terms of presentation and just beautiful graphics. I thoroughly enjoyed Bioshock. I was a little disappointed by the ending, but the whole ride is just worth it. It's just a remarkable game overall.
Did you save all the little sisters?
I did, of course.
And you didn't like the ending?
It just seemed like it was very typical, kind of a generic. It's the final battle that to me just strikes me.
Not the actual cinematic at the end.
Oh, I'm not saying anything specific.
Oh, come on! It has a boss battle at
the end. Well, we're all talking about the multiple endings. Some people may not know. Now they do.
Oh, come on! Well, all right. There's two and a half endings, sort of depending on how you count your endings. Mm-hmm. Obviously, depending on little sisters in the game. But you like this ending cinematic, though. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
I agree the final boss battle was weak, but the ending cinematic I thought was incredible.
Yeah, I actually saw both of them because I did a YouTube search on the other one, so it was kind of cool to see how they each wrapped up. So, yeah, it was a very satisfying game, and it's one of those games I actually want to play again. I typically don't play games multiple times because I just don't have the time, but I actually just love that world so much. I want to roam around and experience it.
They did a great job.
Yep.
And I think Ryan got into some Call of Duty 4 and got his ass handed to him.
Well, I came in really late from all my travel.
Last night of the beta.
No, it was third to the last night of the beta. But, yeah, at the very end of the beta, all the traveling, I couldn't get into it. Finally sat down. I knew I was in trouble when everybody else I was playing with had lots of bars on their sleeve for the ranking, and I had one as a private. And, man, I got my ass kicked. But I did not care. Loved it. It's going to be the best Call of Duty game, that's for sure. And I enjoyed Call of Duty 2 on Xbox 360 a lot. I liked Finest Hour, I liked Big Red One, all those, and this is just going to be phenomenal. And actually, we will be possibly hearing from them in the not too distant future.
I hope so. You better call. Speaking of that, Major Nelson flaked again. So he's moving his studio or something? I don't know.
Excuses.
I can't find 20 minutes to get on the phone.
I know. Come on.
Come on, Major. Jeez. I came on his show. Oh, it's been almost 3 months now. So little sad that we don't have Major Nelson. But they had their own stuff going on this past week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Game called
a little bit of buzz.
3,
That's been fun.
Yeah.
It lives up to the hype. It's a great game.
I'm a Halo hater. I ragged on Halo 2 a lot when I was a journalist, especially Halo 2. And Halo 3 is... Halo 3 is the first really good single-player game, I think.
Right.
And even that, it's a little uneven in parts, but it's really good.
But that's what I'm saying. If it didn't have all the things like Forge, Theater, the community aspects, it would be just a solid game. But because it has everything, if you take it as its whole, as a total experience, it's a fantastic game. It just is.
Yeah, no, and I think the single player was really, really well done this time. I'm
loving it.
I'm more of a single player guy in general. I like multiplayer, but I'm more of a single player guy. I more like single player experiences. And it was the first one I was really felt satisfied by one of their single player games.
For me, it started a little bit slow, but it's really picking up, and that's a great sign. Like, I can't wait. And like, playing tonight, online co-op, in some RPS, by the way, if anybody is out there, be jumping into some online games, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, if people don't know if you have a 360, I'm Jim Bob III, so you can find me on Xbox Live as well. But yeah, Halo 3 is really good, and they have all sorts of weird rumors swirling around Bungie that may or may not be resolved by the time this happens. This podcast comes out. As of right now, there was no resolution to it, but we've heard all sorts.
We've got some inside sources, though.
Yeah, we've heard all sorts of weird things coming out of there, so we don't know what's going on either, but we're definitely interested to see what's going on with that, and maybe we'll talk about that a little more in our impressions next episode. And
well, maybe if they go independent, we can get Frank and Luke on here then.
Finally. Yeah, finally.
Sure.
If the Microsoft overlords lose their power over them, yeah, it'd be great to actually have them on. So we'll see how that shakes down. But there was another random rumor that spawned out of all that.
I love this one.
And it started on GameFAQs. So people out there that are taking a rumor that originates on GameFAQs, like, just go shoot yourself in the head and stop reading the internet, please. But someone apparently animation.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
We need to edit that out.
It's GameFAQs. What can I say?
That's living proof about the violence in video games argument, right?
I know.
No.
Long and short of it is though that someone said that like an animation intern here, and I don't even know who that would have been, but an animation intern here said that, told a friend that Ted was leaving Insomniac to go start his own studio.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like what? And then that would mean there'd be tons of people going with him, and there'd be a ton of open positions at Insomniac, and he was really excited because then he'd be able to get a job or something. And so it started this whole big internet rumor that spread in about an hour and a half because everyone's in this Bungie hysteria that Ted's leaving Insomniac. And fortunately, it was Moo who sent a email to Ted with that, and Ted sent it to me. I was at a Robot Chicken panel, and I got back and saw this email and started going out in the forums and hunting this thread down on different forums and squashing it. But no, Ted is not leaving Insomniac anytime soon.
He has no reason to.
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
owns the company.
Yeah, he owns and runs the company.
Yeah, it's his company.
Why would he leave to start a new one?
Yeah.
All right.
I just think it was, personally, it's just a way to divert attention from the Bungie Microsoft thing. I'm sure there's some Microsoft fanboys out there well, yeah. Well, Ted's going to leave Insomniac, so deal with that.
It's nice that they go for us as the big target. Like if it's Bungie, it's like, oh well, what can we say about Insomniac?
Yeah, well, maybe it's wishful thinking too.
Okay, a little bit, yeah, really. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we're in good company. Yeah.
All right. Well, so I don't know. Do you got anything else you want to talk about? This kind of a quick episode with everyone getting their massages.
Yeah, people to see, places to go.